Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. First up, over the weekend, Obama on CNN calling out the obscene inequality in the media for giving more coverage to the missing Titan submersible than they did to a migrant boat tragedy that occurred in Greece.
Obscene inequality. You think about news of the day. We have 24-hour coverage, and I understand it, of this submarine, this submersible that tragically is right now lost at the bottom of the sea. At the same time, right here, just off the coast of Greece, we had 700 people dead, 700 migrants who were apparently being smuggled.
Isn't he just so wonderful and inclusive? Just a quick reminder for those of you out here who might have forgotten. Barack Obama lives on an island that had a collective panic attack when 50 migrants arrived at its shores. Martha's Vineyard managed to deport all 50 of them in less than 48 hours, as you see on the screen behind me, while telling them how beloved they were. Get the hell off of our island. We love you so much. And in that moment, Barack Obama did not offer anybody safe harbor at his massive $12 million home. Next up, Nancy Pelosi actually attacking Clarence Thomas for his ethics. Take a look.
If nothing else, there should be some ethical rules that would be followed. I had one justice tell me he thought the other justices were people of integrity, like a Clarence Thomas. I'm like, get out of here.
Get out of here. You want to talk about integrity, Nancy? You spent decades in Congress enriching your family with insider information while your city rots. Tell me a little bit more about integrity. Your husband can't miss in the markets. He knows what Congress is funding a month before anybody else. You're so much integrity in you, Nancy Pelosi. By the way, I dropped that little factoid on her daughter last week, and I got blocked. I guess they don't like hearing the truth over at the Pelosi household. It's a nice house. Next up, Don Lemon is finally speaking out on camera after being fired from CNN. Exclusive interview with a local Memphis TV station. Lemon insisted he's committed to standing up for the Constitution and standing up for the truth, saying this.
I have a responsibility not only as a journalist, but as an American, to tell the truth and to abide by the promises of the Constitution. Because the Constitution says a more perfect union, not a perfect union. I'm not a perfect person. No one is. I don't believe in platforming liars and bigots and, insurrectionists and election deniers and putting them on the same footing as people who are telling the truth, people who are fighting for what's right, people who are abiding by the Constitution. I think that would be a dereliction of journalistic duty.
So Don Lemon, who literally only puts Democrats on his show, by the way, is saying that he can't have anybody that lies all the time on TV, so we can't talk to Republicans. We can only have people who implicitly always tell the truth, which is what Democrats always do. Democrats have never lied about anything. They're always telling the truth. Imagine CNN paid somebody $6-7 million a year, and they actually believe that, or at least they pretend to believe it. Next up, Dr. Fauci. The man who helped fund a pandemic that killed millions of people, wrecked the entire world economy. And now we know that, and now he has a new job. Georgetown University announcing today Fauci will join the faculty as distinguished university professor in the School of Medicine's Department of Medicine in the Division of Infectious Diseases. In a glowing article, the university's president called him a dedicated public servant, humanitarian, and visionary global health leader. So, for any freshmen at Georgetown, how to devote your life to public health and consistently make the world sicker and deader is coming this fall. Sign up now. And in what might be the most ironic story of the day, a prominent Harvard behavioral scientist whose job was to study honesty has been accused of lying. New York Times reporting Francesca Gino allegedly fabricated data and research papers, including one focused on on honest behavior. She's now been placed on leave. There's Francesca. And her own research partner is now reviewing their studies for signs of fraud. Gino was a rising star at Harvard, like a lot of liars are. She listed among the top 40 business professors under 40. I do have to say, though, she does fit in perfectly at Harvard.